Hey, hey, boy. What's up?
So, what's up, guys? The countdown to A1 begins. We got about a week left, and I am talking about why Christian Craig is my number one sleeper pick for A1. And it literally struck me a couple days ago. I forgot how good Christian Craig was the last time we saw him on the Star Racing bike. So, in 2022, Christian Craig went on to win, I believe, the West Coast 250 Supercross title against none other than Hunter Lawrence. Yeah, he beat him straight up. I also believe Joe Shimoda and Nate Thrasher were also in the class, but Hunter Lawrence, as we know, went on to win the following year's Supercross 250 title and is now one of the best riders in the 450 class. So it's pretty fascinating to just realize how quickly things change, how much this sport is a what have you done for me lately sport. And man, I remember watching Christian Craig in 2022 and just being amazed at how dominant he was, how impressive the fact is that he managed to revitalize his career. He's way older than pretty much everyone he was racing in the 250 class, and how easy he made it look. Man, when I saw how dominant he was in the 250 class, I, along with many of you, were really excited to see what he would do when he would step up to the premier class the following year, the 450 class. Now, after he won the 250 title on Star Racing on the Yamaha, he then goes outdoors for the Pro Motocross Series, racing on a 450 Yamaha, literally first race, third place. Now, this was a stacked field. That was the year that Ryan Dungey was racing, Eli, Chase, Anderson, Barsha. I'm pretty sure even Antonio Caroli was racing that year. So a third place in an unbelievably stacked field is incredibly impressive. And it was demonstrating that not only is the guy capable on the 250, but when he bumps up to the big bike, he is right there at the sharp end of things. That was his season highlight that year, was that third place overall, but he went on to finish fifth overall, beat out numerous top factory guys. I don't have the current listings, but pretty much the top 10, 11 dudes are the best of the best factory riders. So if you're finishing fifth overall, you really are one of the best riders in the world. So finish the season on a high note. We're all excited. He signs a 2-year deal with factory Husqvarna, and we're all excited. New bike, new team, top rider. And to put it simply, it went bad. The last 2 years have been wildly disappointing relative to his own expectations and our expectations as fan, and I'm sure the industry. It just didn't go well. The Husqvarna team, with the exception of RJ Hampshire winning the title last year, they have just not done, it hasn't been a great outing. And I don't know why. Is the bike quite as good as the Yamaha and Honda? I would say almost undeniably no. It's not quite to that level. I think most people would agree with that, but it was disappointing. I don't know what his best result was over the past 2 years, but it was, I'm pretty sure many of the races he was outside the top 10, and it was just kind of a shit show. It was not good. He is a much better rider than that. I think his potential really did not come through, and as a result, we have, and this is no disrespect to Christian Craig, just kind of forgot about him, written him off. What have you done for me lately? If you're not performing the last race or the race before that, we don't really care. But what made me excited is obviously the news we're all well aware of now. Signed with Star Racing Yamaha, racing alongside, or not alongside, training alongside none other than Danger Boy Deegan. They seem to be close buds. They like riding and working together. So that seems to have been a partial component to him signing there. And man, I think people are totally underappreciating the potential of Christian Craig on the team that he had so much success on. Now, there is one big caveat, and this is where it might throw a little cold water on this excitement, with him as this sleeper pick, is when they described his role, it's not just an out-and-out 450 racer fighting tooth and nail for championships and wins. It was to help develop the 250 riders. Now, that leaves me with some questions as to what his approach is. You have to have that killer instinct, to compete in this sport and to mix it up with the very best, the Jet Lawrences, Hunter Lawrence, Eli, Cooper, Chase. You have to be just 150% committed and have that killer mentality. And is Christian, I don't know enough about his personal situation, but is that the case going into 2025? Is he approaching it with that desire to absolutely stop at nothing? He's not going to hold anything back. Is he approaching it with that level of intensity? I don't know, because the description for his role in the team could possibly lead someone to say, maybe, yeah, he's going to be racing the 450 class, but that is only half of what his sort of priorities are. And his other priorities are to nurture the 250 guys, aka Hayden Deegan. That would be the one caveat as to what our expectations are for him. Anyways, that's my pick, the number one sort of sleeper that nobody's really talking about, and I think has big potential relative to what the general expectations are. So leave me a comment. Tell me what you guys think. Do you guys agree? Do you guys disagree? Do you have insight? Is Christian approaching it with that dog mentality, or is this kind of a secondary focus to helping the 250 riders improve? I don't know. Let me know. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave me a comment and tell me what you think, and what other riders do we need to be looking out for.